Welcome to This Is the Day. This is the day with me, Bo Chansey, and
Johanna Beachy.
What? 2 days in a row.
2 days in a row.
Rock on.
Yep.
You know, we were a little late starting today.
We were.
You want to tell them why?
We were talking about books.
We're such nerds.
Actually, you were talking about books.
I got excited about books, and, you know, Johanna, you love the books.
I mean, yeah. And you were talking about an author I've not read yet, so that made me more interested to hear about it.
Well, and then you talked about an author that I didn't even know existed, but yeah.
Yeah.
I was like,
Sorry,
we almost never
everyone.
got to you guys. And we are also, I'll tell you guys this little peek behind the curtain of for the This Is the Day fam.
Ooh, okay, fun.
I was sharing with Johanna just how, you know, regardless, I hope there's value for you. I hope you'll share the show, that you're encouraged, and that this is something that's enjoyable for you, brings a smile to your face. But I was sharing with Johanna that if nothing else, I am learning so much every day, and I get to have an hour-long conversation with Johanna.
Right. It's fun times.
I know.
Yeah.
That's what I thought.
I really do enjoy it. I'm like, I hope you guys enjoy it. Share it, have fun, encourage people.
I do too.
Yeah.
If we ever get canceled, we might just keep showing up.
Yeah. We'll just do it anyway.
Forget about the cameras. We'll keep rolling on it because there is a.
Yeah.
Anyway, that I'm encouraged, and I thank you for being an encourager and sharing God's love with me.
Yeah.
And with all of them.
And with all of you.
Yeah. So we hope you're encouraged to share God's love too. So welcome to This Is the Day.
This is the day.
Right on. May not be the day you wanted or the day you would have drawn up, but hey, it's the day
here.
you got.
Yeah.
It's still a gift.
It is. That's true. That's a good point.
Yeah. So what are you going to do with it?
Right.
Use it.
It's been gifted to you.
That's right. As Drew Chris would say, that's why it's called the present.
That was good.
That's his. I mean,
Good job, Drew.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
I don't know
like
that he's
that.
ever actually delivered it correctly, but he's tried a number of times.
Yeah. Yeah. That worked, though.
Yeah. Well.
It's
okay.
your present right now, so use it well.
Right. All right. So since this is the day,
Yes.
I just, you know, before we get rolling, I gotta know, like, what'd you do last night?
I did so many things last night.
Really?
Yeah. No, I mean, it wasn't like I was like out and about town or something like that. It was like a lot of errand type things, but like stopped at farmer's market, got some fresh veggies, traded out my books at my library, made a great dinner,
What'd you make for dinner?
finished reading a book. I made broccoli, sausage, and potatoes.
Okay.
It was good.
What kind of sausage?
It's from North Country Smokehouse sausages. I've never learned to actually make a sausage.
Yeah, I mean,
but I can cook the sausages in a meal. So there's their basil tomato sausage, which is probably my favorite one. Their food is great. North
sounds
Country Smokehouse.
I like it.
And I keep forgetting to tell you, I finished reading a book that you told me I should read,
What'd you read?
The Outsiders,
Oh, yay!
which I've been doing a poll of everyone well, not everyone, but just randomly an informal poll of how many people read it in school as kids. And right now, about half and half.
Really?
Half the people I talk to are like, yeah, of course I read that in school. And the other half are like, I don't even know what you're talking about.
Seriously? Is it an age thing?
I don't know. Well, it's
No?
been mainly people my age that I've been asking.
Okay.
Yeah, so maybe that's part of it.
No. I
Yeah.
just didn't know if, like, based
Right.
on, like, if people a little bit older all said, of course I read it, and people a little bit younger were like,
Right,
not.
yeah.
Or
No.
any geographical reason for that? Like a southern or?
Mainly it's all been people, I'm trying to think through who I've asked who've grown up in New Hampshire so far.
Okay.
Maybe it's about school systems. I don't
It's
know
probably
like, where
people
they
who
went
went
to
to
school.
good schools and people who went to bad
This
schools.
might be that. It could be. Yep. Yeah, it was good. I liked it.
Yeah,
Pony
well,
Boy,
Yeah.
Soda Pop.
The story of the author
Dairy.
is really cool, too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was interesting.
Yeah. Pretty cool.
So yeah, lots of stuff last night.
Wow. It's a little book, but have you watched the
It's
movie
true.
yet?
No, I haven't yet, but my sister has it, so that's next.
All-star cast.
Because yeah,
mean,
I
my
looked at how many
goodness.
people are in that. I mean, that's like Rob Lowe is in it, right? I think is Matt Dillon.
Yep.
Matt Dillon's
Matt
in it.
Dillon's great in it. He's probably my favorite character in the movie.
Who does he play?
Patrick, he plays
Remember?
Dallas, maybe?
Oh, interesting character. Okay.
Yeah, Dally.
Yeah. I don't remember who else, but
Yeah,
there were a
the
lot.
most
of-
tragic character.
Right,
That's
well,
always
yeah,
the one I'm like,
pretty much.
he's great.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's kind of the tragic hero, anti-hero a little bit.
Yeah. I was kind of sad about Johnny.
You know.
Not Johnny.
Yeah.
But anyway. Yeah, I need to watch the movie.
Yeah, you got Patrick Swayze,
Right.
Ralph Macchio.
Yeah.
Yeah, all kinds of.
So, next up, now that I've read the book, watch the movie.
Emilio Estevez. I believe
know
he's.
who
What? Oh my goodness.
I probably would recognize it. I'm not very good with names unless, well, if I see them written out, I can remember them. But I remember faces better than names usually.
Okay.
Yeah.
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 I don't think that's unusual.
Yeah.
Okay, so some big Tuesday night to-doings there.
Tuesday to-doings. There were books. There was good food. It was great. And then I went to bed early, so there was some great sleep, too. I was a little tired.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's getting darker a little earlier.
Yeah, it just seemed like it happened really fast. Yeah. By like 7:30 or 8, it's just dark now.
Oh, pitch black, yeah. Yeah, sun goes going down at 7.
Well, more sleep then, hopefully.
Yeah.
That was me last night. Bo.
Don't you dare.
What'd you do last night?
Well, you did it. I don't want to talk about that.
I don't want to take all the limelight and hog and tell everyone what I did and then not give you a chance to share. And, you know, this is the day family. They don't want to only hear what I did.
Oh, I think they do, yeah. No, besides that, I don't want to pander to the masses.
Well.
You know, there's things they don't need to know.
Sure.
It's my business. They don't need to be in that. I don't want to talk about that.
All right.
At all.
Okay.
Well, no, I will say that Ace was trying out for the golf team yesterday for the Bedford Highs. They're going to get to have a fall golf season, or that's the plan right now. So he was trying out. So I took him up there, but Inns, our youngest, had been wanting to like go out to the golf course and ride in a golf cart. And so I was like, well, let's go. So we jumped in a cart and played 18 holes, and the course was fairly empty. And so she got out and hit some balls around the course a little bit and put it on the greens, and we just had a fine time together.
Sounds like a good evening.
That was lovely.
I mean, anytime you get a chance to ride around, cruising in a golf cart.
Yeah, you know, and then I'm like, you know, I'd get out and I'd be like, hey, just drive the cart over there. And she's like, really, me? I'm like, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. She goes, but I don't know how. And I go, you'll figure it out.
Yep, she will.
That's the number 3 kid.
Yeah.
You'll figure it out.
Yeah.
Just
she'll get it.
Don't drive in the pond.
Ooh, yeah, true.
Turn the wheel.
So did she feel like by the end of the night she had figured out how to drive it?
I did.
She
you know
got
what?
It down?
True story. I didn't even watch. I went over and did what I was going to do, and then I looked up and she's sitting where I told her to go.
And she's still there then.
Yeah. So she tooled around a little bit, drove a golf cart, and that's always. Did you ever? I don't know if you've ever driven a golf cart.
I've like ridden in one, but I've never driven one.
Oh, they're a blast.
Yeah. I mean, they look like they would be so much fun to drive. Yeah.
Yeah. My grandparents had one when I was a kid. They had played at a little golf course in Henrietta, Oklahoma, and that was just the best thing to go out with them and get to drive the golf cart a little bit.
Love that. Would be fun. I've also cleaned a golf cart.
Okay.
Although I've still never driven one, but.
Why?
It was my brother's wedding. They were driving the bride into the field where they were getting married on a golf cart, and it needed to be cleaned down. So I was like available to do whatever needed to be done to help out. So I would clean the golf cart.
All right.
You know.
Very cool.
Yeah.
I've wrecked a few.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
I flipped one with Ace in it, not on purpose at all. It was weird.
Well, he's still here, so.
He is. We were actually fine. It all happened in slow motion. This was a couple of years ago. We went over a hill, and the grass was really wet.
Yeah.
And I was going slow. I wasn't going fast, but it started picking up speed.
Did you just slip down?
I touched the brake just to slow down a little bit, but it locked. The brakes did, and so it started to just slide. And in order to unlock the brake, you have to hit the gas, which is totally counterintuitive.
Right.
You know. So I was like, okay, I need this to stop this. And you know, when you're sliding, you just kind of let go of the wheel.
Sure.
So it turned, and it started sliding sideways, and we're going in real slow motion. And we just got to the end, and where there was dirt off the grass, and it just went. And so I fell on top of him, like we went right over like that. And it happened so slow, and I'm like laying on top of him, and we started giggling. I'm like, "Are you okay?" And he's like, "Yeah." But right then, these 3 dudes from another fairway come sprinting over, and they're like screaming and in a panic.
Because they didn't know like what carnage they were gonna find under the golf cart.
Right, completely ruined the moment for us.
Yeah.
I was really mad.
No more laughing.
We're like, and they're like, "You gotta be more careful." I'm like, "Really, dude? You're yelling at me?" I'm like, "Shut up, dude."
Yeah.
I don't know.
The way you described it made it seem like one of those slow motion things where like, we're falling. and you knew it was happening.
Oh, it was at least that, because like I said, they were all the way. They were 200 yards away, and they had time to run over. It was so slow before we could even like get out of the cart. Yeah. Anyway, silly.
Golf cart adventures.
They're fun. They are fun.
Well, I have a new goal to drive one someday.
Yeah, you should. Yeah. Be fun. Get out there. Enjoy a golf cart.
Yeah. It'll happen.
Yeah. Speaking of fun.
Yeah.
Have you heard about our Triforce troopers?
I have heard about them. And it is fun.
A crazy trifecta of awesomeness. Our Bedford campus staff, they've got a little group called the Triforce Troopers.
The Triforce Troopers.
And so we got a little video of Jason, and Amanda, and Josh.
Nice.
Let's watch it.
Triforce Troopers, here we go!
Today's challenge, we are playing putt-putt. We've set up an awesome par 7 course here, which you can do at your house too. Grab whatever you have, set up a course, and see how long it takes you to get into the hole.
Triforce Troopers.
Triforce Troopers. Also Josh Kellner, winner of the putt-putt.
Coming in with a 7.
Yep.
I noticed I wasn't invited.
Yeah, I know. I saw that too. You were not on that video.
We may have to set that up again and have a new,
Yep.
have a little challenger.
Yep. Challenge the winner.
Yeah.
You know?
That's what I'm.
I don't know. I think Josh might be able to take you in putt-putt.
What?
I want to see now.
What? Have we met? Only if I didn't want to win.
Josh has hidden talents.
Okay.
Well, and now we know he
Yeah.
can win at putt-putt.
Well, he won
That round.
round
It's
of
true.
putt-putt.
Yeah.
And, you know. I'm not
All
sure
right.
about the competition there.
Well, you can set that up at home. You could create your own putt-putt at home.
Exactly. And it's
Yep.
it's a fun thing to do. All you need is a golf ball and a putter and a
Yep.
cup.
And then whatever else you have. Looks like they used a water bottle. Not a water bottle. Do you call them bubblers or water fountains? The ones with the big plastic things that you set on top?
Well, so a water fountain, you push a button and it comes up like that. That's what I'll call that.
Right, that's a fountain.
I get calling the water cooler is what I would probably call it.
Right.
But bubbler, I do understand because it
that
bubbles.
one makes sense, yeah. I would call that one a bubbler.
I'm fine
yeah.
with that.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think my hesitation with the bubbler thing is just when they call a water fountain a bubbler.
Yeah, there's no bubbling.
Right. So I'm like,
Yeah.
so I don't want to use it at all. But I think it's appropriate.
Okay, yeah. In that case, with actual bubbling,
Yeah,
it makes
it
sense.
bubbles up.
Yeah, I agree. Yep.
I like that sound. Boom, boom. We have one at the house, and every
Yeah.
now and then I'll hear that.
So you could use it for putt-putt at your house.
Yeah, I'm not going to. Triforce Troopers, get out there, have some fun, right?
Yeah, exactly.
I know, that's kind of been our mantra a little bit on This Is the Day is, you know, you can sit around and think about all the things you can't do, but why don't you find something new to do?
Do something different and fun.
Yeah, we're trying to be innovative
Yeah.
around here. I mean, even in
Trying.
what we're doing as a church and our worship expressions, and
Yep.
we've got some new things on the horizon that we'll be sharing with you
Yeah.
over the next few weeks. So,
Yeah, I'm excited.
Yeah, good stuff. And the This Is the Day fam, they get a sneak peek into all that because, you know, I can't contain my excitement.
Right, you can't help talking about
I
it.
know, it
yeah.
comes
And you
up.
know that This Is the Day family are gonna join in the excitement.
Of course.
Right, like they're gonna appreciate it too.
Right.
So why would we not share it when we
Gotta-
can?
Yeah, you got to share good stuff.
Right.
Total agreement.
Yeah.
All right, speaking of sharing good stuff, we got the verse of the day. YouVersion Bible app gives us a verse of the day every day. So I encourage you to download the app, check it out, read it on your own. Of course, we share it here on This Is the Day. So today is from Psalm 139.
Psalms, okay.
Yeah, so I do have a true confession to make. This morning I was running a little later than I normally do. And when I got to reading the scripture, I thought it said Psalm 119, which is the longest chapter in the Bible.
Yeah,
and I did have this moment where I went, oh, man. And then I opened it up and I was like, and I started reading, I was like, wait a minute, this is Psalm 139.
That doesn't sound familiar. Yeah.
Because I mean, you can just read the verse, which is great, but I like to, my kind of pattern is to read the whole chapter. Anyway, so Psalm 139.
Psalm 139 is a lot shorter than Psalm 119.
Oh, much. I think it is just 24 verses, I believe. So anyway, I had a great time with that. So, but it was good too, because I had that reaction and I recognized it. And I was like, oh, if we're in Psalm 119, God, you got time.
Yeah.
I had that conversation. I was like, you got time. You control time.
Yeah.
I'm not going to worry about it.
Yeah.
Anyway.
True.
So Psalm 139, verse 23 and 24. It says, search me, God, and know my heart. Test me and know my anxious thoughts. See if there is any offensive way in me, and lead me in the way everlasting. You want me to read it again?
Yes.
Search me, God, and know my heart. Test me and know my anxious thoughts. See if there is any offensive way in me, and lead me in the way everlasting. All right, Johanna, what jumps out at you there?
The word know.
Okay, K-N-O-W.
K-N-O-W, the word know, that like know me. So,
right. Because it's used twice.
Yeah, it's used twice, and that is what jumped out to me with that verse. And I think it's, like I was thinking about like how God knows us, like better than we know ourselves, better than anyone around us, any other person knows us, which is both like a relieving feeling and a terrifying feeling to think about how well God knows us. Because he really, like, I don't know, I find like comfort in that, like that he knows exactly who we are and our experience and how we're wired and all, like he knows what we're wrestling with, he knows our anxieties and everything, but it's also like, wow, he knows everything going on in there. All the junk in my heart, like he knows, it says like know my heart, right? That he knows our heart better than we do. I don't know, that's what stuck out to me in that verse. And I think there's a lot, it like kind of talks about that in the rest of the Psalm a little bit too, because David wrote that one.
I believe so.
Right? Yeah.
I believe so.
That's what jumps out to me. That's what I'm like noticing.
Right on.
Is how much God knows us.
Yeah. See, yeah, and as you say that, I'm kind of thinking about how God already does know us, and so to pray, because this has been something I have prayed many times. This particular, and I've used it in a lot of messages and encouraged people like, hey, do this. But it's not like we're saying, hey, God, it's cool if you know me, so I'm going to go ahead and let you search my heart, and you're going to let you know my heart and know my anxious thoughts. He already does.
Yes.
So I think what God is doing here is he's teaching us to say, hey, let's kind of go on this introspective journey with him, because sometimes I don't think we know ourselves very well. I know I don't.
Oh, yeah, no.
I can play a part or tell a lie so much that I begin to believe it. And I may think that I'm something I'm not, or maybe completely unaware. I may look at myself in such a way, negative or positive, whatever that may be, that is not how God sees me.
Right.
And so to say, it's basically like, God, I want to see what you see. Well, I'm going to go on a journey with you. You know me, as you said, better than I know myself. So search me, God, know my heart, know my anxious thoughts, because where's that anxiousness, like even in my anxiety with time.
Right.
This morning, such a little thing.
Yeah.
Like where I'm like, okay, am I going to be reading, 140 verses of scripture or 24? I mean, we're talking about minutes here. It's not that.
Right.
But it's still just time.
Yeah.
And I'm anxious about that. I was getting anxious. I had anxiety about that, which is funny with this verse. And he's like, and it's like, oh, wait, God, you have time. Okay. You have time. God always has time. We don't have time. We never have time.
Right.
He always has time because he controls time.
Right.
And so we get anxious about time or anything else, and he's got it. He's able to handle it. So, and I was really see if there's any offensive way in me. So offensive, I don't think it's that God gets offended. I really don't.
Right.
Like he's,
Yeah.
I think pretty much beyond that. Not pretty much, just totally. I mean, like, so
He's
it's
not just outside of time, he's outside of offensive.
right. We don't have an ouchie God.
Yeah, no.
It's not like his feelings are getting hurt.
No.
I think he's good. But I can go on the offensive against God, and I can, put up blockades and barriers, denying him and denying what he has for me, not obeying him.
Yeah.
So any way that I've gone on the offensive against him, if you can show that to me, then that's not what I want.
Yeah.
So lead me in the way everlasting.
Yeah.
Verse of the day.
Verse of the day.
That's right. That's worth sharing. All right. Something that I really don't want to share with you because I already know your thoughts on the subject.
Interesting. Okay.
But it's part of the show. Closet calendar.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. I got committed to this
Right.
calendar that
I like the whole you never know what's going to happen
You
with the
don't.
closet calendar.
you don't know.
Sometimes it's kind of like, really, closet calendar? And then other times it's like, wow, look what closet calendar had.
Okay. Well,
Yeah. I like being surprised like that.
Prepare to be disappointed.
Okay, well,
All right. So we've got a recipe.
okay.
You like to cook?
I do.
Uh-huh.
Well, I like to eat good food.
Yeah. Well, so you cook it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Today's recipe is for Apple Betty.
Okay.
Do you know what an Apple Betty is?
Nope, no idea.
Ever heard of an Apple Betty?
Never heard of an Apple Betty.
I have neither.
Okay.
I don't. If you've heard of an Apple Betty, let us know.
Yeah.
They're in the old.
I just immediately think of like an old lady who owns an apple orchard and everyone in her town calls her Apple Betty.
Apple Betty. Yeah. Okay. I went
Yeah.
like 1920s, like Roaring Twenties.
Okay, uh-huh. Yeah.
What do they call Flapper?
Oh,
I don't know
right.
why.
Oh,
like,
wow.
Apple
Okay,
Betty.
we-
Oh, it's Apple Betty there.
We created very different characters.
Apple Betty's doing the Charleston. I don't. That's where I went with Apple Betty. I don't know. I don't know why I used that voice. Oh, look at
Yeah,
Apple
I'm
Betty
picturing
doing
like a Marilla from Anne of Green Gables type of a character, and everyone just calls her Apple Betty.
Apple Betty doing the Charleston down at the yacht club. Okay. All right, so we got a recipe on the
Okay,
bag.
let's
So
see what
this
this
will tell us
is.
what it is. All right, so you're gonna need Melrose or Granny Smith apples. So those are the green ones,
Yep.
pared and sliced. Some orange juice, some sugar, flour, cinnamon, nutmeg, and butter. Okay, this sounds all very normal.
Well.
Okay, but your fruit's gonna get mushy.
You
don't like the mushy
I do
fruit?
not like mushy fruit.
Uses the word mound apples in buttered 9-inch pie pan. All right. Basically, you're baking apples here. That's it. Baking apples. You want to bake some
No.
apples? Cut up an apple or some apples. Get some cinnamon.
No.
Some sugar.
Closet calendar.
Orange juice is a real common thing for that gets used.
Really?
Yeah, I see that a lot. Yeah.
What?
Yeah. Well, because it's
Weird.
it's a little citrusy, but it's also got the sweet.
All right. I mean, I like orange juice. I'll just drink plain orange juice, but I don't want to like be baking it with the poor fruit there,
I know.
killing the apples.
You don't like mushy fruit.
I
when
don't.
It's been covered.
No.
Each to their
No.
own. Okay.
Closet calendar. It wasn't your day.
Okay. I didn't think so either.
No.
But I am kind of excited about the calendar in the kitchen.
Oh, okay.
This is a
cool.
national day to
Yes.
celebrate, which things that I would never think to celebrate. So
Right.
I love that because this is the day, and the day is we're celebrating. So it gives us a prompt,
Exactly.
something to celebrate.
Starting
today.
point.
Yeah.
Right.
Today is National Teddy Bear Day.
Wow. All right.
Do you know the
Okay.
origin of the teddy bear, or at least the legend? I mean,
Not really. Wait, is this something to do with Teddy Roosevelt?
Uh-huh.
Okay, then I think I do vaguely.
Okay.
Okay, I mean, I knew that at least.
that's it.
Little tidbit of trivia.
Yeah,
Something to do with Teddy
it's
Roosevelt.
named after Teddy Roosevelt.
Okay, but did he like create the bears for his?
I don't
did
know.
he
There was
have
like a bear
one as
that
a
looked like
kid?
him. I don't know.
Okay.
Something with Teddy Roosevelt. I thought maybe you knew.
He was a very colorful character, that Teddy.
Ooh, my
Yeah.
goodness.
Yeah.
One quirky individual.
Yeah, that's for sure.
Said some pretty cool stuff.
Yeah.
Lived
Yep.
it. Wow. If everything,
Yeah.
like everything that's said about him, like he actually did all those things. That's pretty wild.
Yeah.
Did a lot of stuff. All right,
Right.
but
So named after Teddy Roosevelt. Okay.
you say Roosevelt.
Roosevelt.
Roosevelt?
Roosevelt.
That's what I'm hearing. It's fine.
Roosevelt.
I've heard it
Roosevelt.
both.
Wait, is there a correct way?
Well, I've heard it both. I'm not
Okay.
correcting your pronunciation. I just took
Roosevelt.
note of it.
Eleanor Roosevelt. Yeah, that's true. Well, there's two.
Roosevelt. I know there's two. Yeah, if I was reading it phonetically.
Yes, that's probably why.
Phonetically.
Because a lot of these names, I just read them in books first and then created my own pronunciation
yeah.
for
them.
them.
Oh my goodness, happens to me all the time.
And I can't shift off of that. It's
Yep.
just in my head then. Once I've created, this is how I think that this word is said.
All the time
Yeah.
for me. Where
Yeah.
there's words that I've only read, I've never heard.
Yep.
Yep, happens to me. Okay, but, so yeah,
Yes.
teddy bear. Did you have a teddy bear growing up?
I did not have a teddy bear growing up. My like go-to stuffed animal, like the main, because we don't have like that main stuffed animal. I feel like we do anyway. Was actually a gigantic stuffed penguin.
A penguin,
It was a penguin. His
Okay.
name was Pengy.
of course.
He's still at my parents' house. Pengy.
Well, everybody needs
Yeah.
a teddy bear. So the This Is the Day crew got a teddy bear for you.
Wow.
It's Bill Belichick. it's Bill Belichick.
Is he as friendly as the real Bill?
Oh, at least.
Okay,
Yeah.
nice.
He should be, I think, have a little more stuffing. But yeah, Bill
Aw.
Belichick. Isn't he cute?
Look at this. I have my own teddy bear now.
Aw, that's so adorable.
Never had one.
Yeah.
Bill Belichick. Well,
He's adorable. I feel like you should do a press conference about.
yes. Bill and I are here to talk to you today.
So Bill, how do you feel about being Johanna's bear? Gonna move on to. We're getting ready for bedtime.
That was talkative for him.
I don't know.
Wow. I feel
Working
like
on.
this is a special day.
We're trying to make the bed. Fluff the pillows. We're gonna go to sleep. Good night's sleep. All right, I'm done.
It's about right for Bill Belichick. That's the way he talks. Yep.
About all you get. Yeah. Thanks for asking, but yeah, I had a teddy bear.
I was getting to it.
You're so selfish.
Hey, what was your teddy bear's name?
Well, it wasn't a teddy bear, okay? I had a Pooh Bear. Winnie the Pooh.
Oh, well, that's a unique. I mean, okay,
It's
I guess
still a
that
bear.
counts.
It's a stuffed bear.
He's still a bear. Pooh is in his own category, though.
Pooh's a special bear.
You had a Pooh Bear.
I had a Pooh Bear.
Yeah.
And he got me in trouble, though.
Uh-oh.
Yeah. Because I used to carry my Pooh Bear around when I was 4 years old. And around the house, and I was playing with him one day, and then I got up the next morning, and I couldn't find him. So I went on the hunt. I
Right.
was on a Pooh hunt. And so as I walked around the house, I was yelling, Pooh, 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 Pooh. I got sent to my room for using potty language.
Yep.
I'm like,
I'm just looking for my
I
bear.
was looking for my bear.
Oh, yeah. Pooh, come on.
What a name. All right.
Wow.
Yep.
Hey, if you had a teddy bear growing up, today is a great day to pause, to celebrate that teddy bear,
Yeah, remember,
to thank it for all the comfort it gave you.
maybe share the name.
Share the name. We want to know, what was the name of your teddy bear growing
Absolutely.
up?
Yeah. Love to know the name of your teddy bear,
Yep.
and that'd be really cool. All right. Wow.
Yeah.
That was pretty cool.
I have a teddy bear now.
You do.
I have a Bill Belichick now.
Bill Belichick. Hey, you know,
Yes.
it's Wednesday.
It is Wednesday.
On
It's true.
Mondays, we get some motivation.
Real
Well,
motivational.
it hadn't happened
Start
yet.
off the week.
We try.
Yeah.
Yeah, those motivational posters.
Change your life.
Yeah. Tuesday, some tips.
Yep.
Yeah. By the way, if you didn't miss yesterday, and you're a thrifter, a thrifty
That's right.
shopper, you had some Tuesday's tips from this one over here.
Yep. How to be a thrift shopper.
How to be a thrift shopper. And today is
Yes.
Wednesday Wonder.
It is.
And this is
Yep.
always good. It hadn't missed yet. No
Right.
pressure.
Okay.
But you make Wednesdays wonderful.
All right.
All right, so what do you got for us?
Okay. I have something that I find truly wonderful because I'm always blown away when people have an ability to do something that I do not, at least that I have not practiced or have a particularly innate ability to do. And so today's wonder is someone who has the ability to solve a Rubik's Cube, which I have never done in my life. I would be interested to know if any of you are able to do this. It is something that if you have an innate ability to do it, that helps, but also practicing helps. Like if you spend hours practicing how to do it, you could probably get there. I've just never done it. But I find people who are just able to like solve Rubik's Cubes? Wonderful. Well, I came across this young lady who not only knows how to solve a Rubik's Cube, but set some sort of a record for being one of the youngest people in the world to solve a Rubik's Cube, and she did it in 1 minute and 10 seconds.
Okay.
So we have a video.
How old is she? Do we know?
She is 2 years old.
No, no. I'm not
That's
watching
what it said on
this.
the internet
No.
anyway. So
No.
I'm like, okay, human beings are wonderful. That is something that I could not do as a 2-year-old.
I feel like this is going to make me feel horrible.
Listen, you gotta just set aside that whole comparison thing and just be like, whoa.
Okay.
Okay,
All
we have a
right.
video. You gotta check this out. Right?
Unbelievable.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wonderful.
Doesn't seem right to me.
I mean, that, like, when you're only like 2 years old, you don't have that long to have practiced that ability. That is like, just, you have that skill. Your brain works that way. I find it incredible.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I was alive like when the Rubik's Cube was invented.
Oh,
So I was a
okay.
kiddo, right? So yeah, when that fad hit,
Yeah.
you know, it was like we all got them like for Christmas and stuff.
Sure.
And I, solved it a couple of times, like
Okay. Sure, yeah.
over months.
You can work it out.
Yeah. It's hard. It really is
Yeah.
like a challenge.
Yeah.
So I did it a couple of times. Like I said, over a process of months, and then I learned that you could break it apart and put it back together. So once I figured that out, yeah, there's a life hack
like
for
some
you.
shortcuts.
Always.
Yeah.
It wasn't worth the work. I'm like,
Right.
well, I'll just
Yeah,
take it apart.
Yeah.
And you could always tell the people who didn't know how to take it apart, their stickers were peeling off because they'd peel the stickers and re-put them back on. You're like, I don't think so.
Yeah.
I don't think so.
Wow.
Ace,
Yeah?
my son, he got into like the algorithms. So it's like
Yeah.
1,
It's like-
2, 3, spin, 4, 2.
Yeah, there's people who have literally created a whole, like, here's how you break it down and
right.
do it. Yeah.
And then you practice and you
Yeah.
memorize those.
Right.
And so have you seen people do them behind their back and stuff? I know, it's crazy.
Supposedly, I haven't like tracked this guy down, but supposedly there was someone who set a record for solving 3 Rubik's Cubes while he was juggling them.
That's too much.
That's what the internet said.
Like, I don't know, maybe invest your time in something.
Wow.
If you got that kind of ability.
Right.
I don't know.
Like maybe,
pretty
I
cool.
don't know, go work for NASA, because you've probably got the brain for it.
Got a couple bear names here.
We do?
Yeah, from
Okay.
the old chat.
I'm really excited to find out, because I feel like teddy bear names are usually like either very classic or very wacky and creative.
Yeah,
Okay.
right. So we got Lori, her grandson's bear. His name is Pickles. Or her name. I don't know if it's him or her.
Okay.
But
Yeah, it could
Pickles.
be either.
Pickles.
Yeah.
Karen says that Rocky Raccoon was her bear.
I like that one.
Well, I like it too. Rocky Raccoon.
Yep.
I mean, there's a
Rocky.
Beatles song called Rocky Raccoon.
Oh, I didn't
and it's
know that.
actually one that I really,
Okay.
one of my, I don't know, probably top
I feel like
20
I appreciate
Beatles
the
song.
Beatles for the history, but I've never really listened to much of their music. Anyway, sorry. Side note.
Yeah, your mom weighed in too.
I wonder. No, I don't remember what hers was.
She says she had a very special stuffed tiger. She named him Tiggy.
Right. Wow. Okay, I think this runs in the family. Tiggy, Pangy. Yeah.
You guys
we
weren't
need
solving a lot of Rubik's
yeah, no,
Cubes,
we
were you?
We weren't.
I'm just kidding. No, it's
We
good.
were very literal.
Tiggy.
Yep, Tiggy.
One at a carnival. Shit.
Aw.
That's special. Those are good
Wow.
memories.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know what this is?
A union leader.
It is indeed a union leader,
Yes.
paper of the people, premier paper.
That's right.
So amazing. So much stuff in here.
It's packed full, usually.
Yeah, a lot of words.
Many words.
You want to hear what the hear a small prayer?
I always want the small prayer.
See, sometimes you just gotta know where to
Yep.
look. You can get you got all the flashy headlines
Sure, you
going
can get
on
distracted
there.
by them, but you just got to scroll, go right past it.
You can get all anxious about that.
Yep.
It's kind of like that. Like the Holy Spirit speaks with a still, small voice. So you got all this happening, and then bottom right corner, small prayer, huge implications.
Yep.
It says, may we express how much we care for you, Lord, through our actions. Amen.
Amen.
May we express how much we care for you, Lord, through our actions. That's good stuff.
That is really good.
Yeah, it's good prayer.
Wow.
Union leader.
Man, their prayers are like, that's going to change your life. You pray that.
Front
and
page
actually
news.
do it. Wow.
Well, guys, just got to know where to look. Got to know where to look. You want to chuckle?
I hope to chuckle
Not gonna.
every day.
Not gonna.
All right, well.
They say I think it's just a balancing thing, a little yin yang.
Sure, okay, I hear
Yeah,
you.
amazing small prayer.
Small prayer is like they knock it out of the ballpark.
Yeah, chuckle. They keep talking about
Yeah.
getting older on here. I feel like I'm being targeted a little bit.
All right.
Yeah.
Well,
Union leader maybe
they're talking to
moving
me.
over the line of bullying. Just saying. They know I'm doing this.
they're now writing them directly to you.
I think these may be like right at me.
Yeah.
Search me, Lord, know my heart. Okay. You know you're getting older when you still have ideals, but you're willing to sell them for the right price.
Wow. That's a little maybe unfair to the older.
It's
It's like
totally
calling you a
true.
mercenary.
Totally true.
Okay.
The ideals.
Wow.
They're getting fewer and cheaper. I'll sell out.
Oh, union leader.
I'll sell out. All right. Wednesday they give us the flavors, and it's all about
Food.
Don't skip dessert. I disagree.
Okay. Well, yeah,
Skip
I don't
it.
usually have it. I usually skip it.
Yeah. There's some sports happening out there.
Okay.
It's fun times. Then there was this other article,
Not an article.
Family Circus, and I think we got a picture of it here.
Okay. Let's see.
Is it? There we go. So he says, when I say my prayers, my fingers like to hug each other. Okay, can I just
Yeah.
let you know what my problem is with this?
Okay.
I have no problem with this.
Aww.
This is awesome. When I say my
great.
prayers, my fingers like to hug each other.
So sweet.
I love
Yeah.
it.
Yep. I like it.
You ever done this one? Here's the church.
We did that.
Here's the steeple.
Steeple.
Open the door. Where's all the people?
We did
Across
like
the street to the bar. Open the door. There they all are.
I did not do that version.
No?
Did you just make that up?
No, that's the
What?
version. That's what I learned.
Never heard of that.
I grew up
All right.
Presbyterian.
They teach something different in Texas, I guess. Wow.
There they all are.
We stopped at church. That was as far. Huh.
I like
Man.
the family circus today.
It was good. It
Sometimes
was
your
really
fingers
good.
need a
It
little
was very
hug.
sweet.
Yeah.
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 I do find it interesting that he's done this before. This kid, he kneels right on top of the bed.
It's a good
when
place.
He's praying. I mean,
It's
it
softer.
looks comfortable.
Yeah.
Yeah. Good praying technique.
Yeah.
Situated, comfortable.
You know you're
Yeah.
old when you're having this conversation with God. Okay, God, I'll get on the floor. Can I lay down a pillow?
If you help me get back up again.
Like, wait, can we put a pillow down to
Yeah.
put my knees on?
Yeah.
They hurt.
I already feel that.
Most of the time he says yes.
Yeah.
There's been a couple of times where you're
Like, okay.
My true story.
Yeah.
My grandmother, she had cancer, and it was kind of near the end, and her preacher came to visit her, and he said, "What can I?" Her name was Mabel. He said, "What can I?"
Great name.
Yeah, Mabel. What can I do for you, Mabel? And she said, "Pray for me, preacher." And so he goes, "Okay, Mabel," and he starts
Yeah.
praying. She goes, "On your knees, preacher."
Yes, Mabel.
he got down right
Yep.
right down next to that bed, man.
Yeah.
And prayed. I love that. On your knees,
Wow.
preacher. I just love that.
Yeah. Mabel sounds like a cool lady.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Strong.
Okay.
Amazing woman. Love her.
Mabel.
Yeah. Do you know it snowed in the Rockies.
I did not know that.
Yeah.
Wow. I'm not surprised. The
Big,
Rockies.
yeah, it went from like
Yep.
something like 90 degrees to 37 degrees, and it snowed. All right.
Yeah. We still get
Out in
surprised by
Colorado?
drastic weather changes, but they happen all the
They
time.
do. I know.
Yeah.
I know. We act like it's
Yep.
the first time it's ever happened.
The weather changed.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
And then and every region says the same stuff. We don't like
Right.
the weather. Wait
They-
around. I'm like,
Yep. Everywhere.
I find it to be pretty predictable.
Yeah,
There's
that's true.
seasons. And
One day it'll be like this. The next day it'll be different, or maybe it'll be different in the same day.
all right, one other thing,
Yes.
because I think you'll love it. I don't know if anybody else will, but Thailand's oldest hippo celebrates birthday with fruit and song.
What?
So we
I
got-
do love it.
We got a picture of a hippo here, and Thailand's oldest hippopotamus named May Male.
May Mail?
No, May Mali.
May Molly.
May Mali, that makes more sense.
Okay.
Eats fruit during her 55th birthday
May Molly.
at a zoo, and so she had some fruit and some song.
Wow. Happy birthday, May Molly. I like that a lot. I just like that they celebrated her birthday.
Hippo birthday.
Yep. Man.
Yep.
Hippo birthday party.
It's a hip-hop-opotamus. They probably did a rap for her.
Yeah, probably. Thailand rap.
Hip-hop-opotamus. Hippo birthday.
Wow.
All right, do a little Everyday with Jesus.
Yes, please.
Every day, our daily devotion in 140 characters or less. The thought says, the world screams. Politicians scream. Preachers even scream. Everyone is screaming. But God whispers, I love you with every gentle breeze. That still small voice. Philippians 2, verse 15. So that you may become blameless and pure, children of God, without fault in a crooked and depraved generation, in which you shine like stars in the universe. A lot of screaming out there.
There is a lot of screaming. Yep.
God doesn't scream.
No. No. That is true.
Which makes me wonder, like, when we're doing it,
Are we talking the way he would?
I don't think so.
It's a good question to ask.
Yeah, I don't think
Yeah.
so.
Is your voice coming across the way that God speaks to people? Because it's true.
Yeah.
He whispers and he's gentle. Even when he's saying things that are like hard and convicting, it's still, yeah.
Steady.
Yeah.
Steady, steady.
Yep.
And I know that I can try to justify a misuse of my voice, by saying, well, that's the only way anybody will listen, or it's the only way to be heard.
Yeah.
As I've gotten on my knees and talked to God about that, he's like, I'd rather you not be heard than be heard that way.
Wow.
I'm not trying to project that I don't on everyone, but I know that for me that's a real key.
Yeah.
I don't scream.
I don't want to either. No. And it's easy, you get into that, like, they're being this loud, so then you got to be this loud, and then it just keeps increasing, and everyone is screaming.
Noise.
Yeah.
Noise.
Yeah.
I'll wait it out.
But then it reaches this point where, like, people are like, that, like, still whisper, that gentle, like, I love you from God is, like, I'm honestly thinking, the word that I'm thinking of is a balm. It's like a balm
soothing,
to our
yeah.
ears. It's soothing to finally hear that when all you've been hearing is screaming. Yeah.
So good. Yeah. And I mean, the Bible does talk about shouting, but it's shouts of joy.
Right. Yeah.
There were times like maybe Jericho where the walls came down
Right.
with a shout.
Yep. Trumpets.
Yeah, and blaring.
Yeah.
That was a communal thing. Yeah. Yeah,
It's a good one.
I like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Wow.
there we go. Every day with Jesus. Yeah, I like the scripture there from Philippians. Are like
Right.
stars, like shining stars, in a kind of a celebrity obsessed culture, where everybody wants to be a star. And we could fall
Yeah.
into that with like, this is the day, like, when's our show going to go viral? Like, I want to be a star. You already are a star.
Yeah, I don't know about that.
No, you are.
Yeah.
In God's universe.
Well, sure, yes.
You're a bright,
there.
shining star.
For
You're
sure, there
you're
it is.
a star.
Yeah, yeah. My Kinyarwanda name is sort of about that.
What's that?
My name from when I was in school in Rwanda, Isimbi. It means shining.
Isimbi. Oh, I've seen that before.
Yeah,
Like on your Facebook profile or
Yes.
something, right?
Yeah.
I didn't know what it meant.
yeah, Isimbi.
I just thought you were weird.
Yeah, no, that's the actual name. I mean,
What do you mean,
I
yeah?
am weird, so
I was like, you said, yeah, no. I just thought you were weird. Yeah, no.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, I was weird, but no, it had a meaning. Is that?
Yeah, I'm weird, but no, it wasn't just because I'm weird. There's an actual meaning to it.
We're speaking the same language.
You see?
That's what.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, no. Yeah, we're communicating well here. All right, we'll play a little Trivial Pursuit.
Yes, please.
All right. Quick check. Yesterday's show, Bill Mitchell did get all 6 right. I missed one yesterday, but it happens sometimes. Okay, so we have the
choices.
1981, like when Rubik's Cube came out.
Right.
Edition.
Yeah.
The original classic board game Trivial Pursuit. Plus we have the 40th anniversary. So we have old and new.
Right.
Both great sets of cards. It's dealer's choice. We want you to play along. Johanna's gonna draw.
Going for the old school.
Going
today.
old school. Did you
Middle,
draw, like,
middle. We haven't drawn
middle,
from,
yeah,
right? Yeah.
okay.
But I drew from the middle, so.
All right. So it's going old school. So these questions are all pre-81. Give you that clue to start with. Make a guess. I'm gonna guess at all 6. You get all 6 right, and your name's not Bill Mitchell. We'll send you a congratulatory fun dip in the mail.
All right. Ready?
Yes, sir.
Ready.
Yes.
Blue.
Blue, geography.
What does the Greek word polis mean, as in Minneapolis?
Polis.
Polis.
Pretty
P-O-L-I-S.
Pretty sure I know this.
Okay, well, let's see if you do.
My answer is city.
Yes.
Okay.
Correct.
Correctamundo.
All right. Pink.
Pink, entertainment.
What character sang When You Wish Upon a Star in Disney's Pinocchio?
I know the song.
But do you know the character that sang it?
Pinocchio? Is that what you said? No, that's not my answer.
Right. In Disney's Pinocchio, what character sang When You Wish Upon a Star?
I think the answer is a character that is often forgotten. Jiminy Cricket.
Yes!
Let's go.
Uh-huh. Jiminy Cricket is correct.
Jiminy Cricket.
Which is a fantastic name.
It is.
There was
Jiminy.
a gentleman who worked here at the church previously, years back. His name was Jim Goyette,
Oh, I know Jim. Yeah.
and we used to call him Jiminy.
I didn't know that. Well, I would have been
Yes.
in on that.
Yes.
Nobody told me.
Well, maybe it was like a office
Jiminy
nickname.
Goyette.
Jiminy.
Jiminy.
Anyway.
Okay.
Yellow.
Yellow, history.
What Roman emperor made his horse a senator? Sorry. I'm just picturing all of these like Roman
Feels like
old
all of
guys in
them,
there,
yeah.
and then the horse in the Senate with them.
What Roman emperor? I mean,
Yep. What Roman emperor made his horse a senator? Do you think he was like, whatever, my horse has as much sense as you guys, so he's in the Senate now?
was it like,
Or was he?
I don't know, was it like one of the Caesars or? Roman emperor.
Roman emperor.
I'm gonna go with like one of the most vile ones. I'm gonna say Nero.
It was not Nero. It sounds like something you'd put in a salad.
A Caesar? Oh,
No.
Wait.
Oh, I forgot about Caesar, sorry. It's Caligula.
oh, Caligula.
Yeah,
Oh, I think there's like a statue with the horse.
maybe.
Oh, yeah.
I had no idea that
All right.
happened.
I didn't get
All
that.
right.
All
Well,
right.
was he? Okay, sorry. I'll find out about
Caligula.
I'll look him up later. I want to find out
Why
this
does that
guy's
sound like
story
a
now.
salad? That's weird.
I don't know, it made me think of arugula.
Okay.
Okay.
I'll have the Caligula salad.
Caligula
Oh,
salad.
would you like extra horse meat?
Ugh.
That's dark, weird.
Wow. Let's
Okay.
move on from that. Brown.
Brown. Art and literature.
What playing card put Raymond Shaw into a hypnotic trance in Richard Condon's The Manchurian Candidate?
Oh, man.
Oh, wow. This is,
Which
unless this
playing
is
card?
really well known, this is a very specific question.
Yeah.
Yeah, what playing card put Raymond Shaw into a hypnotic trance?
Jack of Spades.
No.
Okay.
It was the Queen of Diamonds.
Queen of Diamonds. Okay.
Is that like that's like a well-known thing that happened? Like
I
people would remember
didn't
that
know.
card? It
I
feels
mean,
like,
if you've
wow. All
read
right.
the book, or there was a movie
guess.
too.
Yeah.
Maybe that
Okay.
might have been in there. I haven't done either.
Green.
Green is Science and Nature.
How many engines does a B-52 bomber have? That's a cool question.
How many engines
How
does
many
a
engines?
B-52
Yep.
bomber have? I don't know, but now I want to listen to the B-52s. Love Shack. Okay.
Is that a band?
Yeah. Don't worry about it.
I think those planes are cool.
Nah, I don't care about the plane.
How
Four.
many engines?
4.
Double it.
8.
8.
8.
8 engines in a B-52 bomber.
I thought it said per side.
You know who I bet knew that? Well, maybe Stu Kelso knew that, but I bet Burt Kelso did, because I think he flew, well, maybe not bombers like that.
Okay.
But, okay, anyway.
All right.
Orange.
Orange, sports and leisure.
What's the minimum number of masts on a schooner? Schooner. Schooner?
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 Schooner.
Schooner?
Schooner, S-C-H.
Schooner. This is a little S.
Minimum number of masts.
O-O-N-E-R. Schooner? Schooner or schooner?
I'm going to say the minimum number is 2.
Yes. Da-ding.
All right, just a guess.
Okay.
2.
Well.
Okay, well, I got 4.
You got decent. Yeah, it was decent.
I got 4.
No fun dip, but.
No fun dip for me.
But maybe you did.
Yeah, if you got all 6 right, let us know. Love to send you a
Yeah.
fun dip in the mail.
Yeah.
All right, we got something cool.
Do we?
Yeah, well, you know, we kind of started off talking about the old books, and you're ferocious.
Voracious.
Ferocious.
Ferocious, voracious, whatever, it works.
You
I
read.
read a lot.
You read.
Yeah.
So we're gonna do a little JoJo's Boom Boom Book Review.
JoJo's Boom Boom Book Review.
Yes. I'm so ready every time I hear that.
Me too.
Oh, okay, I love it. All right, first I'm going to recommend a kid's book by a man named Max Lucado. He's written a whole bunch of them. He wrote this great book called You Are Special, which is really, well, actually, I would recommend that one too. But he has this book that I recently read that I really loved. It's called The Boy and the Ocean. It's a picture book, so it's great for like preschool age, even up to like first grade, like early elementary. But basically, this boy discovers through nature. His parents help him kind of look around at like the ocean and the mountains and the stars in the sky. And he discovers like how deep and wide and vast God's love is for him by looking around in nature. So I really love this book a lot. It's got great pictures and stuff. The Boy in the Ocean by Max Lucado. It's a great one if you got preschool age kids. I would say you should pick that one up. All right, my next book that I'm going to recommend, we're going with some Jane Austen.
Okay.
We've got some Jane Austen recommendations. So the one, I mean, really, I like all of her books. They're really funny. But the one that I would definitely recommend if you have not read it yet is Northanger Abbey by Jane Austen. She's kind of known for like Pride and Prejudice and Emma and those books. But Northanger Abbey, the reason I like this one so much is it is so funny. She's basically wrote a book to make fun of books like the one she's writing.
Nice.
Like she's very, it's like very ironic, dry humor throughout. And she just literally like writes it in a way where she's making fun of the characters she's writing.
Yeah.
And like making fun of herself as an author writing these books. It's just, you'd have to read it to fully get what I mean, but it's like just packed with like really ironic humor.
Okay, I would have
Yeah.
never in a million
yeah.
years thought that would be something I would enjoy, but the way you just described it,
Yes.
mad respect.
Yes. Like, see, she's like kind of, like people turn her books into movies and they're known as like the romantic.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, I get it's got all that, but like she was a funny, ironic writer.
Okay.
Yeah, especially Northanger Abbey. So I would recommend this one. It's a great read. My last book that I'm going to recommend is one called No Compromise, and it is the story of Keith Green.
Oh, I love
Yeah.
Keith Green.
I love Keith Green too. I grew up listening to his music because my mom, shout out to my mom who watches the show. Hi, Mom. She was saved in the 70s and like grew up in the Jesus Revolution, which Keith Green was a part of. And his story, him and his wife Melody, which I think she wrote the book or she like co-wrote it. I won't like give you spoilers about what happened with Keith Green, but you should totally read it. I didn't know a lot about like the Jesus Revolution of the 70s and like the music at the time and everything, but like that was just fascinating to learn about. But also his story and the way, like when he came to Jesus, it was like, I'm all in, 100%. Like I'm like from the head to toe, like I like turn my whole life around. I'm all in for Jesus, which is why his book was called No Compromise. And it's just his story was amazing. I would really recommend that one a lot. I think my parents might have it actually. My mom, we grew up listening to Keith Green music because I like literally had this picture in my head. Can you like he had like really big hair, big boofy curly hair, and he would like play the piano and be like, even the way he played music was like holding nothing back,
yeah,
just
very
all in, very passionate. But yeah.
Yeah, he was like set to be the next teen sensation.
Yeah,
Like
it's true.
Major recording deal.
Yep.
And was kind of
Yeah.
like pop thing in the
Right.
I think in the early 70s. And he met Jesus.
He met Jesus.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that changed
Yeah.
for him, and did some songs that were used quite a bit
Oh,
in
yeah.
worship.
Yeah.
For a number of years, songs
Yeah.
that like helped me memorize scripture, and there's some. Yeah, I also put on some some Keith
Oh
Green.
yeah, I like follow him on Spotify still, and I'll still pull up his. I got a couple of his songs on some playlists of mine. Yeah. So his music is fantastic. You should check it out. But that book, No Compromise, I read it a few years ago, and I'm like, should we read that at some point? It's really stuck in my head. It's a good one.
Oh yeah, he was. Yeah. Well,
Yeah. Indeed. Yes. So yeah.
I've read quite a bit. I got an album, a Keith Green record album recently, last year, and in it had the liner notes and everything. It was like a whole book in there about the lyrics and how you could get his music and stuff like that, because there wasn't really an industry behind it. So what they were doing, they were making the music and then mailing it out to people. It was like mail order stuff, because there really wasn't a place to buy it or anything. And so for me, that was very intriguing for me, to see somebody who was like, okay, the quote unquote industry or the current channels that are there to move music and things like that won't work for what I want to do, or what he felt like God was calling him to do. Yeah. So he found another avenue.
He went outside it.
And it might have been on a much smaller scale, but he was able to do what he
he knew God was telling him to do.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
I had a lot of respect for that too.
Yeah.
There's a lot of pressure out there.
Yeah, there is. This is the way, you got to do it.
Well, we were talking, like books and stuff. I've written a few, and I was telling Johanna before we started, I try to take a little bit more of a minimalist approach, and so I delete so much to get it really pared down to, I think, the core essence with some illustrative material that kind of paint the picture, but as little as possible.
Yeah.
And the publishers, they want an exact number of words and exact, know, and I'm but then it's all fluff. For me it would be. I'm not putting that on anybody else, but I'm I don't want to do that.
Editing matters. Going back and I think it was, I could be wrong about this, but I feel like it was Mark Twain that I read a quote from him in a letter that he had sent to someone, where he was like, I apologize for the length of this letter. I didn't have time to shorten it.
Exactly.
I mean, it might have been him. It sounds like something you would say.
It does. Yeah. It sounds really smart to me.
Yeah.
Yeah, because and it's a little judgy, but I've read books where I was like, okay, this was a blog post that got marketed as a book.
Yeah. That's true. I have to.
Or one chapter. And you know what the chapter is, that, oh, this is what they wanted to say, and it's this one chapter.
And everything else around it is just saying it over again in a different way, or just to fill a chapter.
Right, because they know what size you'll buy.
Yeah.
They know whose face they got to put on the cover, what names they got to have on the back.
I have so much respect for people that can write in a way, like you use the word minimal, that can convey something and get the words across, using less words than other people would. I think that's a real skill.
I agree. Well, it's certainly a skill. Yeah. So Keith Green, he found a way.
He found a way
to make the music he wanted to make and get it out there. I think it's really cool.
And he has a legacy even now.
Yeah.
Which, if you don't know his story,
That's what I will say. Yeah. So check the book out. But to take that to just kind of make a final comment on creativity, my encouragement to people is, because you can get really hung up on, well, if I make something, I don't know what I would do with it, or how I would get it into other people's hands, or how others would enjoy it. And my thing is, if God's put something in you to create it. Yeah. And make it, and let it be.
Right, because the results are not up to you, the obedience is.
I think that's a big part of it.
Yeah.
First book I ever wrote, a friend of mine who is one of the most creative people I've ever met, amazing artist and super talented, loves Jesus. He was encouraging me to write, and I was like, I was doing all this stuff. I don't know what to do with it, and I don't really want to do a blog, and I don't really have time, and on and on. And he looks at me and he goes, Bo, is this an obedience issue? Yes.
It's a really good question.
He goes, then you need to write.
Yeah.
Those are right.
Yeah. When you know what you need to do, obey. do it.
Yeah.
Don't worry about the results and what's going to happen there. Like, God's got that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A lot of times we go, okay, God, I will if.
Sure. Yeah,
I've got some
no.
questions for you. Once you
Yeah.
answer those, then we'll see.
Yeah. Yeah. No.
He says do
Obey
it.
him.
Obey him.
Just, yeah.
Go for it.
It'll be better than anything else you can do.
This is the day.
Yep. This is the day.
Create something. All right, we'll catch you tomorrow.